Is it bad that I'm feeling somewhat conflicted over the Hogwarts game? Because obviously, I don't agree with all the bad stuff coming from people of say transphobia and stuff. But I also don't generally keep up with the drama behind games, art, etc. And Harry Potter's always been a big fan of your life. Honestly, with it being the only thing my family could agree on enjoying. If you're feeling conflicted about it, just be a pirate. Like, just don't give her money. Like, you're kind of in a position where it's just like you're like just don't give her money. She doesn't need any more. Like if you really want to play it, I think the consensus is if you want to play it, pirate it and just don't tell anyone. Just keep it to yourself because the argument it's kind of just like, hey, do you want to pick between supporting kind of like, trans people, Jewish people, people that are actively being penalized by somebody who is wealthy and actively funding hate towards people, or a piece of media? Kind of it. Like you can pick one without you can pick one or you can pick the other, but you can't pick both. What do all farts? Everyone's just looking at me. Yeah, like if you really want the game, just play it in, just like do not announce that you're playing it. Pirate that shit. And make sure if you play it, you're playing it on a thing where people can't see it, because people are definitely like, people, myself included, are definitely thinking less of people that are playing the game because you're kind of saying, oh hey, I value this piece of media over, the safety and like just general well-being of the people that are actively being persecuted by this one white lady. So just like, if you really like, yeah, just if you really want to play, keep it to yourself. But don't be surprised if people kind of like think differently of you for playing a game. That's kind of how it is at the moment. Aaron, it's kind of the angle I'm taking. Don't support awful people, but a strong part of people's lives, aside from her. Yeah, I think it's kind of like people are trying to separate the art from the artist. And you kind of can't do that right now because she's alive. Like, I think if she were dead and this wasn't like, she wasn't actively out there being like, oh, hey, I am giving money to like transphobic people, I am supporting like right wing policies. Like, if she wasn't alive to do that, it would probably be better because you've got people that like, I think it was HP Lovecraft who had a cat with a really problematic name that we do not say. Like, you've got people that are like, and then you've got like, Walt Disney. Like, you've got people that like aren't alive. There's just like, hey, if that were the case, it would probably be better because she wouldn't be around to actively be doing this. But the fact that she is the problem. Like, we need to live in an era of rip-offs again. Just make a bad she can't profit from Welcome to Hogwarts. Yeah, like which kind of on that point, like if you really want it, get it secondhand so she doesn't get any money out of it, or as I say, pirate it. Those are kind of the best case scenario options for it. Be a pirate, which I mean, give it like a week and someone will just like manage to pirate the game, or just go to game and buy it secondhand in a week when all the people that like bought it to own the libs and like be angry at the woke people discover that the game is actually not very good, and then they just say, oh, I don't want this anymore, you just trade it in. Because that's good, that's what's going to happen. Like, loads of people will buy the game purely to kind of spite trans people, and then they'll be like, oh no, the game is actually not very good. Because if you saw the IGN review spent the entire time just being like, oh, graphically it's kind of not very good. It like this is from the team that did Disney Infinity, so the Cars 3 GBA game. So like nobody's expecting like good things from it. Yeah, the IGN review reads like, hey, we were given money to give this a good review, but we spend the entire time ripping off the like talking about how the game doesn't perform very well, how the enemy like how the amount of enemies like wears thin really quick, how it just doesn't run very well. Did I say that one already? Like the plot is just like not there. Like, and they gave it a 9 out of 10. Like after let me see if I can find the image because I posted it on Tumblr. I mean, I never cared about the game. I'm not gonna touch it. Quite like staying away from any of it. Yeah, people are already supporting it. People are already supporting it just to spite the snowflakes or whatever. Yeah, it's just like, surely there's better things. Surely there's like better things to put your time into than, oh hey, let me play this mediocre video game about a wizard. Like, play a good game about like magic. 14's right there. I did a whole TikTok about it. I have it muted at the moment. Hopefully it dies down soon. Because you don't like being reminded of it. I'm kind of getting to that point. I'm just like, I don't want to mute it. So I can like keep an eye on kind of what is being said about it. But it's just like, yeah, like this is stuff from the IGN review. I've got a little image on my phone. Yeah, yeah, these are all direct quotes from the IGN review. May not be the most impressive technical achievement, not particularly profound or original, barely glitchy, you'll be painfully disappointed. Dicey performance suffered from just about every issue. Cursed with a lack of enemy variety. Lackluster main story. Whether it's ethical to play is a separate question. Actual quote from the review. 9 out of 10. It kind of reminds me of when they gave like a Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire a 7.8 with one of the negative points was too much water. Like the fact that they gave a Pokemon game a negative or like they took points off a Pokemon game because there was too much water. Yeah, bad side of gaming journalism. What wizard games do I like? Morrowind, but that appeals to a specific type of people. I mean, Dragon's Dogma's right there. Like there are so many other games with magic and wizards, and it's just like you can kind of tell that if it didn't have the brand, it wouldn't sell. It looks like the kind of game that if it didn't have the brand, it wouldn't sell. Anyway, I kind of want to play Magic again. It's like chaotic co-op magic game.